right, everybody, welcome in. I hope you're doing great today. Let us see what messages want to come through. I have my eye on a few things going on in March, so we will talk about that. One of them is Saturn moving into Pisces, and that is a big deal. Saturn moving into Pisces, it's going to be there for 2.5 years. It takes 2.5 years to get through each of the signs, and I'm just going to kind of understand what's going on here. I'm going to ask about what's going on here with Saturn in Pisces, where we're going with that, okay? Because that is a big shift. It's a big shift, and coming out of Aquarius, moving into Pisces means just a completely different kind of energy. Saturn in Pisces is really about a question of faith and belief, and a lot of you may feel like you're being called on to stand up for what you believe, okay? There may be that going on over the next 2.5 years. It does feel to me like we are getting some structure around our spiritual beliefs, which is really nice, in Saturn bringing the structure and Pisces bringing the spiritual beliefs. But I do feel like, especially for those of us who are going through a Saturn return, the first Saturn return kind of propels you into your adulthood, and the second one starts to give your life real purpose and meaning. So let's see where we go with this. I just want to get some clarity around this particular shift. The desert passage, trust that there's a divine plan. Rejuvenating rain, oh, that's beautiful energy. And grounding, yes, Saturn energy. Go deep, explore your roots. Beautiful energy here. It's sort of like refreshing. I feel like the energy of what's coming is going to be refreshing, and I also feel that it's going to be grounding. Pisces energy can be very ungrounding, okay? Pisces can be completely without boundaries, right? Swimming around in the universe, very spiritually connected. And Saturn comes in and says, okay, what are the rules? And Pisces, the Pisces energy is like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. So, so that's going on. But for those of us born in the mid-60s, this is a very big deal, because we are known as the Virgo generation. We have our natal Pluto and our natal Uranus in Virgo. And that is a direct opposition to Saturn and Pisces. So oppositions are about push-pull energy. Do I go for something that makes me more spiritual? Do I walk into my spirituality? Or do I walk into my day-to-day 9 to 5? It's like choosing between those two things a little bit. And I'm going to say that it does feel like, since it's, you know, Saturn and Pisces is about a crisis of faith, or what do I believe in, there can be a lot of people choosing differently, okay, than what they came into it with. So if you're coming in with a traditional religious background, you may leave in a very different space, okay? 2.5 years from now, you may be in a very different space. So let's see where we're going. Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups. You're showing up as the Page of Cups here. So Six of Pentacles underneath is about service, okay? And Saturn in Pisces is about service. It's about self-sacrifice. It's about, Pisces is, we are leaving the Pisces era. Started AD 1, right? Started right after we started marking time this way, AD 1. And it ends AD 2150. So probably long all of us have, you know, left the planet. But year 1, we're talking about the time of Jesus. We're talking about all of that shift, massive shift in spirituality and what people believed in. And that's going to be happening again here. I'm really strongly feeling that the Six of Pentacles is about service. So how are you being of service? Do you think something you're doing is of service, or is something, or are you like not really helping? Are you helping, or are you not really helping? Okay. Page of Cups here. I did a reading for myself this morning, and I am working with my my astrology group and my ascension group on connecting to guides. And in the spread I did this morning for myself, one of the questions that I was asking was, how will I know my guide is with me? And Page of Cups shows up. So and that was the card that showed up in the reading. How will I know? There's also a fish in here, right? It's Pisces energy. It's very, and Pisces is two fishes, right? One swims one way and one swims the other way. So that feels a little bit like the Saturn energy, the Saturn shift of Pisces into Saturn is going to make us some offers, make us some choices, give us some choices about where we're going and what we want to accomplish. And are we being of service, right? We're going to ask that. The Page of Cups, pages are very youthful energy, you know, like super psyched energy. And how can I get myself toward being of service for more people? Yep, more people. Five of Wands showing up. Lots of other people showing up. When you are offering what you truly have of service, then lots of people show up, okay? The opportunity here is the Lover's energy, which I really like. That is about a choice. I'm going to turn this off. That is about a choice. So Lover's energy is Gemini energy, also twins, right? So some of you could be connecting to twin energy as part of your service. Some of you could be stepping into your mission. If you missed it, I do twin flame readings over on Souls on Fire, so you might want to catch that, my other YouTube channel. Page of Cups and the Lovers, I do feel like there is some kind of, you might have many people coming toward you, right? The Six of Cups, or sorry, Six of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. And you're going to have to make a decision about which way to go, who to choose. And I felt this yesterday. I was doing another reading. I can't remember which one of the readings it was. It might have been the ancestor reading, where I was getting the message for sure that there were many people who needed your help, many people who needed what you're bringing to the table, but you can't serve everyone. Not everyone is going to take in what you're laying down. All right. Not everyone is going to be part of this revolution or this shift into new energy. Some people are going to swim the other way. Okay, fair enough. But this is the time when I feel like a lot of us are making the definitive choice that will last, if you're in your Saturn return, potentially for the rest of your life. Some of us are making decisions that will kick us into a new level of service, okay? So the universe is saying, hey, there might require a move to do this. How did we get here? Knight of Wands. We got here because we were passionate, because we really wanted to go towards something that was going to be of service, that was going to be commitment focused based on what we were doing for other people and what we wanted to create in the world. Messages coming in from the divine. I'm gonna clarify that one. In the past, I think there was this back and forth energy. Well, there's a lot of choice going on here, isn't there? They're like, I could do this and go that way, or I could do this and go this way. There's definitely a message coming in about this. So you are the manifester of your vision. Some of you might have forgotten that you don't know how strong of a manifester you are. I feel like you're going to be reminded of that. Near future, Seven of Wands. Again, lots of people coming at you. You have to decide, all right, what you're going to do. The Four of Cups, the fears. I'm afraid of stagnancy. I'm afraid to move toward the new thing. Outcome is the Queen of Cups. So there's definitely a feeling of, I've got to follow my heart here. Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So I love the Queen of Swords showing up here, clarifying the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is basically a call to get back into your heart, get back into what you're here to do, your mission and purpose in this life. And all the Page energy and the Knight here energy even makes me feel like you're going to be inspired to go in a different direction. Okay, you're going to be inspired. It's going to activate your heart. Some of you could even have a love partner coming in. I'm seeing a ton of Gemini here. Okay, a ton of Gemini. And Gemini is the twin, so it doesn't have to be a Gemini, but it can be a twin, especially since Pisces is 2, Gemini is 2. Okay, I'm seeing that quite a bit. I also see water. I see Cancerian energy, and I see Sagittarian energy. you are manifesting the choice. And this is a discerning energy. Queen of Swords is like, slow down. I got to make the right decision. Okay. I can't be hurried along, because this is hurrying energy. Eight of Wands is come on, come on, come on. This is hurrying energy. And I'm not really feeling that that's going to be of service to you, right? Seven of Swords. You could make some mistakes, or there could be some people who are not being all that honest and true. Okay? Not being all that honest and true. And you're going to have to be discerning and weed through this. You're not going to be able to. So I see the slowing energy here of like, wait a second. Wait a second. I want to make a decision based on what's going to be best for me in my heart, what's going to be good for me moving forward. How am I going to step into, it's possible that there's a whole new belief system that is being presented to you right now. What is the Page of Swords? Give me some clarity around the Page of Swords, please. Ooh, Ace of Wands, Chariot, wow, Two of Cups, and oh my goodness, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, wow, Five of Pentacles also under here. Some of you, this Saturn and Pisces energy for the next 2.5 years, I know that that's a very big time frame. This is a reading of that energy. I feel like a lot of you during this time, starting this March, starting next month, are going to be offered ideas, offered new ideas, offered new ways of doing things. And I feel like you're going to move forward. Some of you could have a partner. Some of you could step into twin flame missions. Some of you could meet your twin flame. That could be going on. And it reactivates your heart chakra. There's a lot of blowback recently when I talk about love. And it's interesting to me because I feel like there's been so much chaos and so much difficulty around that subject that the energy of love feels like it needs to be refreshed. Okay? It needs to be reinvigorated and taken away from this place of feeling betrayal. All right? Feeling so much hurt and pain, so much dashed expectations, lack of trust in the new thing, right? Sitting here going, I don't know. I see it's the Ace of Cups. I'm not excited for the Ace of Cups anymore. You know, like seeing that and being like, well, but this does make me feel like the message is coming through is going to be super inspirational. And I do feel like in order to get this message, you might be in the midst of a lot of confusing energy or a lot of people saying a lot of different stuff. You're hearing in the echo chamber a lot of people talking and a lot of people saying stuff, and you're like, I don't know. But I do feel like there's been some kind of movement. Like you might, because there's this Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Chariot energies, lots of fast, forward moving. And I almost feel like you're, if you have been of service to people, I feel like there's a, Saturn does leave a gifty, right? Saturn leaves a gifty when you do the work that you're here to do. And with Saturn moving out of Aquarius, Aquarius is about service. It's about humanity, but it's also about breaking the rules. It's about doing things differently. And Saturn is loving Capricorn, and does have some affinity for Aquarius. I won't go into that now, but there's deep rulership connection with Saturn and those two signs. Pisces, not so much. Pisces is a different energy altogether, and Pisces you can feel swamped by your feelings. Pisces can be an overwhelming sense of chaotic feeling energy, right? Emotions running wild and all of that kind of stuff. And I do feel it's interesting. We're getting a lot of Mercury, Gemini energy, Sag energy. That energy doesn't really slide in with Pisces. It might feel there's an affinity though, because Pisces is like, don't fence me in, and so is Sagittarius, right? There is some kind of simpatico, but This does feel to me like there's going to be some there will be some messages that will really inspire you to move forward into love. Now, whether that love is about humanity, or it's about your family, or it's about your work, or it's, you know, it's how you express love in the world. How am I expressing a love in my daily experience? How am I shining my heart chakra out to the world? Am I having this sense of beauty and joy running through me? I love that the so much page energy is here, because it feels like a refresh, a reset. And some of you will be questioning what you've been doing. Am I really being of service? Some of you will be questioning where to go next. Some of you will be making an offer out to the world, Page of Cups, and you're going to get a lot of response. A lot of response. And you can decide for yourself whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like some of you are stepping into twin flame mission or into spiritual mission. If you're not aligned with twin flame, a lot of you are going to meet up with a person, a particular person. Could be a guru, could be a guide, could be a shaman, could be a love partner, a life partner, could be anything along those lines that really inspires you to take action, to go toward being of service to more people. Okay. That's very interesting. I will continue this reading. If this is your storyline, I will pull cards for each zodiac sign in the extended, just to get a sense of how it might impact you. Okay, we might even talk through the houses. I do want to give that information. All right, link is below if you want to continue on. Pathfinders, let's keep going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.